So last night found out some news that was pretty tragic for me, and it was very heartbreaking. And before, when I go through these tragic and heartbreaking, things that would come up in life as they do for us as human beings, I was driving to the office, just because I really didn't have any other coping mechanisms. I didn't really know what to do, and I was driving down the road. I was thinking, what am I going to do? I can't drink anymore. I don't drink anymore. The old coping mechanisms that I used to have are not applicable today. And this opportunity, not this opportunity, but this occurrence, this heartbreaking thing that I found out yesterday would have been the perfect opportunity for me to drink. And I didn't do that, And today, it's a blessing to be here and be sober and be able to walk through this. This was an issue when I was 14 years old. When I was 14 years old, I was into things like Pokemon and video games. I even won a Pokemon card game contest. Really proud moment for me at that age. And I remember one time I had like $20, and normally I would have took this $20 and I would have spent it on Pokemon cards, right? Or going to the movies with friends or junk food. But this one weekend I had a cousin who was peer pressuring me to drink with them for probably about a year, and I didn't want anything to do with drinking. The example I've seen from my parents and from other people in my life is like, I don't want any part of that. But this weekend I gave in. I was like, all right, let's go for it. Let's go get a bottle, and we did, and I drank probably half that bottle. It was a big bottle, like a fifth, And at 14, having never drank before, I blacked out and woke up in a laundromat, which is really weird for me because I didn't do laundry, And I was really confused. Anyways, I didn't drink for like 3 months after that. But after 3 months, at 14, 3 months can be like a lifetime, at that age. I ended up drinking again, and this time it was fun. It was really fun. We used to have these rap battles in my cousin's basement apartment, and it was a lot of fun. But from 14 to 16, alcohol just seemed to take over my life, and I was like, man, drinking doesn't really work with me, but I can't seem to stop. I would start to drink during the week, and I'd miss school. I started to build these credentials, from the police, from times it runs with police, right? Minor consumptions and stuff like that. Got in physical fights with my dad, and something else started happening. I started to feel these feelings of depression, which I attribute to these 9 months I spent in Seattle watching my mom go through cancer, watching my friends die, their parents die, and really not having an outlet. And as these feelings started to progress, I started not really want to be here anymore. I didn't know what to do. The way I grew up, we didn't really talk about things. Anything that came up, there's really no outlet for me. And I remember sitting in my bedroom one day, and I had a knife in my hand, and I was sitting there having those feelings of not wanting to be here anymore. And my dad comes in, and I get this gleam of hope, like, hey, we're gonna talk, we're gonna figure this out. He grabs a knife from me and he walks out, which was really confusing for me. We never talked about it again. And as these feelings progressed, as the dreams started to progress, I didn't know what to do again, not want to be here anymore. And I remember one night, I went to bed and I had this dream. And my late brother, who died in a car accident, came to me in this dream at this place called Fish Creek, which is in my native village. And he was dressed in these beautiful white buckskins, and he had long hair all the way down past his back. And the bottom half of his hair was like this fluorescent white, The top half was black. And he had this war bonnet with these white feathers. And I was sitting there crying in this clearing. And he walked up to me and he hugged me. And he said, everything is going to be okay. I woke up from that dream, and automatically, I knew that one day everything was going to be okay. But part of me intuitively knew that it was going to be a long and difficult path to get there, to that day when everything was going to be okay. From 14, and the next 16 years of my life, I combated alcoholism, and it tore me down each and every time. I lost jobs. Somehow I got through college. I don't know how. I showed up in the accounting 202 final, nearly blacked out, walked up to turn my test, and the professor looked at me with disgust pretty much. And I thought I passed that class, but I got the results back and I had to take that class again. Somehow I earned a degree through the whole process, but I lost so many jobs. I lost a job with straight out of graduation with the third largest construction company in the world. I came back and landed another job with a dream company I wanted to work for. You know, I had a son, I neglected him. I said I'd never drink once I had my son, but I did. And you know, I lost relationships. I put his mom through, you know, literal hell for 7.5 years. You know, all these things that were attributed to alcohol. And no matter what, for 10 of those 16 years that I drank, I tried actively to quit, but nothing took. And on April 18th, 2017, I was in the Captain Cook on a 2-week alcohol binge. And I remember sitting there and I couldn't do it anymore. It was too much. So I poured out the rest of my liquor and had the decision that I'm going to get some food and I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to figure this out. I got some food, I took 2 bites, that's all I could, you know, all I could hold down. And I tried to lay down and go to sleep and I started convulsing. And had this thought that I remember someone told me that people can die of alcohol failure, or heart failure during delirium tremens. And I jumped up, I called my sister, I was like, hey sister, I think I'm gonna go take a couple more drinks to taper off from this. And she's like, no, you should probably just go to the hospital, emergency room. And no, I think I got this. So I called my mom, she told me the same thing. And no, I think I got this. And then I dropped to my knees and I prayed. And next thing I know, I'm in the emergency room at the Alaska Native Medical Center. And they're helping to, you know, doctor me up and get me out of there so I don't die. And they released me, and as I'm walking out, I saw this nurse in the hallway that was there with that doctor. And she stopped me, she's like, hey, I was talking with this doctor and he told me everything's gonna be okay. And that hit me pretty hard because it brought me back to that dream about my brother when he said that everything's gonna be okay one day. I lost my job, I lost my house. Again, I had the world was falling down around me. But I got back into action. I started to take every step necessary to get into recovery. And it was a long road. And every day I had to turn it over. I had to continuously try and reach out to recovery networks, the people that were in recovery that have experienced it before, people that I could reach out to. And these stories helped me to get where I'm at today. Today I'm a father. I show up for my son. I love my son. Today I have a beautiful life that I'm learning how to be a husband because I didn't have those opportunities before because I couldn't show up like that. You know, I'm a business owner today. You know, a successful construction company when I couldn't even get a job. You know, I lost all these jobs, but today I'm able to show up as a contributing member of society because of recovery. Sobriety is affording me every opportunity that alcohol took from me. And it's people like these people that are sharing today that helped me to get here today. And I just thank God so much for the opportunity to show up as a better man today. To come out here and share my story, for even if it only reaches one person, that's, you know, the guy that was me sitting on the couch drinking a half gallon. If it helps that one person, man, this is all worth it. You know, because I know what that pain feels like. I know what it feels like not to want to be here anymore. And for me, that's just worth everything in the world, you know. So I'm really grateful to be here today. Thank you so much for hearing my story.